Hello, hello. It is that time. Time to tap in, check in the messages of only the highest and greatest good. And yeah, see what we're here to discover about ourselves, the world, but mostly ourselves on this journey inward. Let us begin. Okay. So I hope you're doing well today on this day of days. For me, it is a Sunday. What was I going to do then? It's a good day to talk about divine union and death. Okay. We've got manas, man, divine union, manifestation. And then we have Iwas, death, tree of life, dreaming, and magic. Okay, so I had a dream last night of an ex from the past, obviously an ex, and one that I haven't thought of in a while. And he resurfaced. He was in my dream, and something about showing me his cat. And anyways, the main point was when I woke up in the morning, I started sort of going through like a montage of my time with this person, but more focused on the versions of me that I was or that existed when I was seeing this person. And that was interesting. And I hope part of the transformation process, kind of like a life in review, you know, like part of the death of those versions. Because I hear that in the near-death community, there's been talk about like life reviews and stuff like that happen. And so it would make sense that when there is a true death of an old version of yourself, that there would be a life review involved. So anyways, sharing that, letting go of past selves, revisiting them. The video montage was funny. It's funny that my brain thought like that or showed me image. But I guess that's connection with spirit, right? Also, my cat woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning, which he doesn't do. And so I got right out of bed to bring him downstairs and then shut the door so that doesn't happen again. But it was something different in my usual, and things happened because of it. So there's a message in there. Subtle little changes can have a huge effect. Yeah, even for this one, I was trying, or this video, I was going to try and get another camera view in and see how that worked. And so I moved some stuff around, and which I don't usually do before I start a session. Okay. This guy is frequency. The energy of frequency helps you remain in your own energy. Quite often we adapt ourselves to ourselves, thus raising or lowering our frequency, or raising or lowering ourselves to a frequency that isn't ours. When adapting to others. Well, that's kind of how we need to, right? We're like tuning in to what's going on their station, right? And so this is for me about, I think that's a necessary part in human interaction, right? You kind of, people tuning into each other's station, empathy, even sharing of experiences and stories. You're seeing things from other people's perspectives. And so you're kind of going in there, looking through their lenses, that kind of stuff. But the important thing is doing it mindfully and with intention. And so when you're done looking, that you didn't collect a bunch of rocks from their beach, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. So that's what came with that message. Okay, let's do a shuffle. Yeah, so whatever I was talking about there. But divine union and what's the main thing? Death. I love how it's death, but it's also tree of life, dreaming, and magic. Look at all the things that are attached to death, right? Death of the old. It's so crucial to expand the perspective around the connotation of death. Even just like such a bold statement, like I fear death. And it's like, to what extent? On what level? Right? Okay. Let's see what fantastical reading is going to make itself heard. Messages Start with those. Okay, where I have the camera, it's let me just adjust. Okay, maybe that is going to be better. I need it close by so I can see what you're seeing, but also out of my way so I don't keep bumping it with my shoulder. Yeah. So make the necessary adjustments to be the most comfortable you need to be, even if it's just slight little tweaks. Like, take the time. Don't keep putting up with the same thing just because it is what it is. Tower and Intuition. Hierophant and Ten of Swords. Page of Wands and a Five of Cups. Something behind the scenes. Attached with your spirit team, and this King of Wands. And this experience. Okay. I have a couple directions to head in here. Which path will we take? Okay, so we've got this Hierophant, this expert, someone very high-ranking, holds the key to the universe, to the inner realms, to the crypt, to the database. And also, yeah, in a perspective, I always think of this as the third eye, and the Hierophant is the one that sees through the third eye, right? Tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Okay, and then this one is the card that is the Divine Spirit Team. That's in the background, trying to get your attention, cheering you on, working behind the scenes. I'm getting the three fates too, so maybe something linked. But that would make sense, like a fated, the three fates. What are the three wishes? I haven't watched that, or I haven't gone into the Herculean lore in a while, so I forget. And then this Page of Wands, this thing that's happening in behind the scenes here. Just been happening for a while. I think it's constant. There's always things happening behind the scenes that your spirit team has a hand in, right? That I think you're aware of and kind of at peace with. And this could be a tower or a death because it's over here. It's almost like a breakthrough as well because it's linked with this death, dreaming and magic. It's like someone's magic returning to them, you know, in like a lightning bolt, being struck by lightning and suddenly having access to the magic over multi-dimensions. That difference, that change, that new version of self that emerges post, magic, it's completely different. It's completely different than what you knew. And this High Priestess, this inner knowing, this connection with higher self, this magical goddess, and intuition, something with this divine union and transformation here, or manifestation. Okay, we'll see how this comes about. This Five of Cups. We have the pool of dimensional pools, world pools that you pull. This is kind of like the inner between realms, where you store all your information from visits to other dimensions that you can access and utilize in this world through your connection to your higher self. Ooh, okay. This King of Wands is focused. And I'm getting the opposite. There's something here, okay? So things that you have let go of, yes, but some things that you still haven't quite yet, right? All those other ones are put to rest. They are outside. But these two are pinning you down. It's like doubt and fear. Doubt and fear. You got rid of limiting beliefs and people-pleasing tendencies and people in your life that, you put boundaries towards, and all these other things that you're like, nope. But these two things, yeah. And mindsets, they're a hard thing to just put to rest. It's not like something you can grab and, or write a message to or avoid altogether and just, continue on with your life. There are things kind of like a piece of tapestry, or piece of thread within your tapestry, that you have to like pull out tediously without wrecking. Yeah, this is exactly it. The letting go of things that are pinning you down is what's giving you clouding, blocking, stalling this access to your Hierophant, the one who has the key to everything. The lightning rod that draws in the lightning that strikes you, and you are suddenly empowered with magic, you know? Okay. What else we got here? What else we got here? Ducks in a row. Getting all your ducks in a row. And focusing. Maintaining focus, maintaining momentum. Accessing things you have already done. Revisiting old ideas. So because the story I told you about the dream and those versions of self and being linked to the heart, because it was a relationship, these cups could actually be versions of self, right? You can't deny or destroy a version of yourself without affecting the whole, right? So it's almost like I'm getting, in Meet the Robinsons, the animated version, the father, the inventor, had a room, like a trophy room set up with all of the past mistakes, right? The past attempts that didn't succeed. And it counts up to the one that did succeed. And all of those steps were necessary to get to the one that succeeded. And so they have this big thing where it's like you celebrate your failures because they're a step closer to the thing that's going to succeed, right? And so when you're doing the shadow work and letting go of versions of self, it's important to allow this integration, acknowledgement, honoring of that version you're letting go of or you're moving on from. And in order to, I think by doing this, it's kind of like an initiation or an inauguration, like a passing of the baton to the new self. Okay, there's a message for somebody. Oh, an on the floor one. So something happening on another dimension. Strength. Major strength. Kind of validates the stuff that's behind the scenes here. Building strength, going to come in strong. And I mean, if it's coming in like lightning, then that makes sense. It could even be, in order of operation here. Acknowledging the things that are still holding you back, letting them go. Which one came first now? This one. Maintaining focus on acknowledging, honoring the versions of you that have got you to where you are at, thus healing your heart, making you connected with your heart, is what is strengthening this fuel, this lightning bolt. Okay, and I just noticed we've got the Queen of Wands here, which is shining and abundant. Okay. This is the work. This is lots of things. This is also work you're doing, multi-projects, multi-sources of income, all the aspects of things that you have worked on, accumulating. Yeah, I mean, this will strengthen any karmic force coming your way. And it would also be why your divine spirit team would, be celebrating you. Helping with this thing. Okay, and we also have this balance between the High Priestess and the King of Wands, this like intuitive knowing and this focus on the skills that you have access to, on the things you already have access to in this realm and across all realms. And this Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like, I always think of like, well, I don't always think of, but I'm thinking right now like a split focus between two things. But I also get like this is the river of life here and work that's happening kind of in the cosmos between these two things, and things are coming together here. There's momentum. That may be part of this work here. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about that card in a minute. Okay. Okay, guys. So the Seven of Wands, reaching your destination. Goal setting. That moment when the goal is reached where you're like, now what's my next move? That seems like an appropriate moment after you've let go of the things that were currently holding you back. You'd have this like, okay, I did it. Now what? Right? I feel like I just did my recycling and I avoid doing my recycling for weeks. Every week I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow and maybe the next day and what's another day and what's another week, right? Because if I don't get it on the Saturday, I have to wait Saturday or Sunday, Monday. I had to wait till Tuesday, the earliest. And anyways, that's how it goes. And I finally did it. It took me 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes when I'm there. Because I also organize it really, really well. And sometimes that'll be my process. Like I will, oh, I gotta do my recycling. I should do it. And then I'll organize it. And then I'll be like, oh, there's not that much. And then I don't necessarily have to do it right now. Anyways, I don't know why. Oh, because when I finally did it, I was like, yay, I finally did this thing. And then it's like, now I have all this space. What else can I put there? I don't know. Sorry. That may or may not have lined up, but maybe it was a message for somebody. You know, we avoid these things. And then when we finally get around to dealing with them, it ended up not being as hard, difficult, traumatizing, or whatever than we, you know, made it out to be by avoiding it for years or whatever, however long, right? So that could be taking a moment for yourself, recognizing, wow, I made a mountain out of a molehill kind of thing. And maybe that's a tendency, an old way that we also need to put to rest, right? Of catastrophizing and just thinking things to death before making a move towards it. Because when we do finally make a move towards it, it was like, wow, it was so much not, yeah. Okay, there's those messages. Okay, so we've got Justice came out, followed by the Sun and Destiny. So these guys, when they come out together, I just, you know, it's a balance. I'm going to say, okay, this divine justice, this power by the sun, and it being linked to destiny and being precise, right? Being focused. It's directly above this King of Wands. Letting the things go, choosing you, choosing yourself, choosing to acknowledge that there are things that are holding you back, and so you need to let them go, right? And this is that balance between shining and action. So like I feel like the sun, it just shines. That's what it does. It doesn't have to do anything. It just is being itself. It's glorious, hot, burning, life-giving self. This one here, you have to find the sword in the stone, and then you have to pull it out, and then you have the responsibility of wielding it. So this is the physical. So this is the balance between being and doing. And that is a divine union. Absolutely. And it contributes to magic. We're multidimensional beings of light living in a 3D realm. I think balance is the thing that keeps us in this life. It's the spark of creation, spark of creativity. It's like turning in the process of letting go of these swords that are pinning you down, By letting them go, you're turning those swords into matches that when you strike, it lights up a great idea, a creative momentum, creative movement. And such a little thing, it could be such a little thing, but it just energetically, it's like the flutter of a butterfly wing in a tornado on the other side of the world, right? And it's bringing me back to, all this rearranging, just shifting, doing things different, trying to come at it from a different angle. Whether it failed or not, it still produced movement and energy. And there is La Moon. Yeah, I just getting some mystery behind this King of Wands and this heart, healing heart. Because the moon's about things hidden, things yet to be revealed, things that are happening in the night, where it's not as visible as during the day. Can you tell us maybe a little bit more? If some things we're just not supposed to know everything. Some things are meant to be a surprise. And it's not our job to know everything. It's our job to utilize what we do know and what we think we know, and try to make the most and the best out of it all. So acknowledge and release. Acknowledge that there are things beyond your control that you don't know anything about, and that's okay. You got other things to think about here. You got other things you've been putting off doing or letting go of for years that, when you finally get rid of it. I'm thinking of, I have a chair. It's my gamer chair. I've had it forever. It was an old chair who lived its life in like a hotel for, it's an old chair, and it's been through, well, it's ripped up. It needs to be reupholstered. Every time I'm like, I should get rid of a chair, and it should be that one because it's the oldest one. And I never do. Its legs are broken, so now it just sits with no legs. Cats have ripped it. That's their chair to rip. Yeah. But could you imagine the energy that it's holding for so many years? And if I were to remove it from my space, it would take me, I need to lug it out and drop it off somewhere, throw it to the dump. But just that energy shift, right? Sometimes it's just that. So Marie Kondo, your Shiza here. Go through your house, and if it's not bringing joy in its potential, or you having it, we all have those things we're aware of that we need to let go of. This is your sign. Okay, and yeah, the Queen of Swords. This is the transformed, determined, getting shit done queen. She recognizes that this is more valuable than this. This is creative energy that creates worlds. This is stagnant energy that blocks you from being your true and authentic self. Creating. Right? So embody your Queen of Swords energy. And your cuppeth will overfloweth. Big time. Like it'll seem like luck appeared above you and just poured into you, and then suddenly you were an overflowing cup. Right? This whatever this luck symbolizes, that it's like this tower, this lightning, which could be an aha moment, could be a spiritual download, it could be, you finally got the feng shui right and the energy flowing in the right direction, and all the things line up finally, and boom, you're transformed. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Very interesting. It's like a decision between something new and something that parts of you may be fighting to keep. Is what I'm getting from these three cards. This could be these two swords that are holding you back here. right? Even indecision, being stuck between two paths and not choosing a path. It's going to produce the same results. You're stuck and not moving. I'm getting defensiveness from this page. But because it's a page and this queen is out here, it feels like this was an old self that this is as high as they're going to get as in that direction as a page. And this way is so unknown, and it's a bit of a risk maybe because it seems less tangible, right? And who you need to be to hold it is still being transformed or birthed or corporealized. And so it seems like this is the best bet to take because you're already at a certain level of adaptability. But I feel like if you were to go this way, right? This is the broken sword. It's gone as far as it can. This one is long and sharp and useful. I feel like this is your path to being a queen. Okay, so there are those messages. I don't know, they kind of are like a backstory, side story, multi-level story. No, it doesn't even feel right to go there. Because this old version of yourself doesn't belong on this side. It's kind of, maybe what has been keeping your heart safe from rejection. But it's a past version of yourself that that needs to be put to rest. Okay, and I feel like this feels right over here. Yeah, because here, well, it's like be the Queen of Swords, let go of the page, make the choice, the decision towards something unknown, something out of your comfort zone, something you're not necessarily already a pro at. Okay. Okay, is there any more in this deck that wants to come out for messages within these readings? Momentum. Now, these two cards, when they come out, this 8 of Cups turning into a 9 of Cups, it's like, right? Like you can see them building. This is the momentum. Ooh, the one turning into the other. So keep letting go of those versions of yourself. Keep adding to your trophy room. And it's okay to. And this is just another one of those things. Maybe you're defending, maybe you're resistant to letting go of this thing because it's like, this is another thing I started and wanted and I'm doing, or another aspect of self, or another road I committed to going down that now I'm going to go a different way again. Like, I should stick with it, or we need to keep evolving. I went to lobsters when they come out of their shell. They can't go back into their shell, right? Because they've outgrown it. And all these cups are like the little shells. Maybe lobster isn't the right thing. I know too much about lobsters. They go through, well, I guess that analogy would come in handy somewhere. Because when they're growing and after they've come out of their shell, they have to go hide, which, go hermiting until their new shell hardens, and then they feel safe enough to go out into the world, protected, right? But that's a whole other thing. Let's not confuse mixed metaphors too much. It's hard enough for me to keep track of what's going on here. I just hand the wheel over to spirit and hope that, some things are landing, seeds are landing in the fertile soils. Okay, I'm going to go through one more time. If there's any other cards, I'm going to pop in, inspire more to this message. Okay. Let's get some mini cards. Mix them up here while I give a little ganda. So I'm getting a feeling that the goal is to receive this pentacle here. And this Emperor came out, which is achieving a level of mastery. Emperor is the king of kings, right? The top dog, being the top of your class, the highest, most greatest version of yourself is the goal. Through the heart, to the heart. Those two, damn it. High Priestess and the devil and the world at the bottom. No, if they want to come out, they can come out. But, you know, we've already got the High Priestess down here, and the devil would definitely be those things that are holding you back. Right? Little devils. If you're trying to fly, they're the little weights on the bottoms of your feet, clinging. And you're like, why? Why can't I get any air? And you see them down there, and you're like, those little devils, they're so heavy. They're making it so I can't fly. And blah, 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 blah. Yet all you need to do is just reach down and let them go. And then, whoo, off you go. Okay. Third eye. So yeah, definitely connecting with your intuition and your higher self when making judgment calls, when balancing, and recognizing that's ultimately where your luck is coming from. Your connection to your higher self and being a star. And letting go of the old so that new can be born. The High Priestess wanted to come out. She's like, yes, please. Balance. Find your balance. And use your intuition. All right. I think we should do a crystal card for this reading. It's been a long time. And in the spirit of doing things different, slightly, let's do it. Out of sight, out of mind, right? The other thing I did different was I pulled all the cards out instead of having them all stacked. Because of that very thing, out of sight, out of mind. I had them all laid out, and then it was easier for me to feel which one has the message for us, right? Okay, slappy slappies. Okay, I guess we get 4 cards because we got very slappy. Okay. We've got 38. Ooh, it's almost like a crystal skull. Okay, we don't know exactly what any of these ones are. So I'll put that 2. 33. Look at that gold. And 28. This looks like a rutilated quartz to me. Okay, where's the book? Secret World of Crystals. Yes. Okay, so 38 is freedom. Choice, empowerment, and change. Well, there's validation just in those words. Okay. From the beginning of your life, you learn by interacting with the environment around you. These interactions with the people, places, and events in your life have shaped your understandings and perceptions. Your emotions have been created by a lifetime of experience and often respond unconsciously to external events. This can create a challenge for lasting inner peace. You are guided to carefully select the thoughts and emotions you empower as they define the quality of your experience. Allow feelings of appreciation, gratitude, and love to replace any unhealthy thoughts in your minds. Embrace the freedom of living in the present moment and transcend your conditioned emotional responses by connecting with the source of universal love. Beautiful. Crystal cards. Okay, freedom. Number 2 is universal flow. Ugh, these are going to be great. I can already tell. I mean, they already are. Okay. Conscious creation, synchronicity, and surrender. Your positive thoughts and feelings are aligned with the universal flow of creation. These positive thoughts that you're choosing to have now, right? By maintaining a positive focus on your desired outcome, you've released control and set the universe in motion. There's your momentum. Old struggles will continue to melt away and be replaced with a newfound sense of energy and freedom. Observe the synchronistic events unfolding around you and marvel in the knowledge that you are consciously creating your life experience. As a divine being, your journey is one of constant movement and change. You have the power of the universe flowing with each thought. Embrace your new awareness and actively create the life of your dreams. Yep, and yep. Okay. And then 33. So that's 3 threes here. That's 4 threes. 2 8s and 2 2s. Oh, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know numbers. Oh, 3s. The Ascended Masters are right by you, assisting you with whatever it is you're currently working on. You're in great hands. 8s, lots of money, honey. And 2s, stop worrying. Everything's working out just as it's supposed to. Okay? Abundance. Signs and synchronicities. Abundance is the feeling of fulfillment that comes with having enough of something you value. Often abundance is related to financial wealth. However, it applies to all areas of your life. It could be as simple as appreciating the air you breathe and the fact you are alive. Feeling gratitude for the many gifts of life expands positive energy into the universe. The law of attraction will continue to bring more of these feelings and experiences into your life. Know that your intent to create abundance is manifesting into form, and that gratitude and appreciation are the keys to aligning your thoughts, actions, and emotions. You are celebrated for transforming in harmonious energy and embracing positive self-expression. Enjoy the fulfillment you so richly deserve. Joy receiving award. I mean, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, 28. Friends and family. Sorry, I didn't hold 33. There it is. Okay, 20. Shared experience, comfort, and trust. Sharing life's experience with friends and family is a fundamental source of connection. You grow in wisdom and knowledge through the observations, insights, and actions of those around you. Pay attention to the friends in your life. Is a friend in need of support? Do you enjoy a close friendship that creates comfortable, supportive interactions? Search out the feeling and motivations related to your friendships. Surprise a friend with a gift or a genuine inquiry into their well-being. Okay. Gorgeous, beautiful, awesome, and amazing. I think because we had mention of the Ascended Masters, the only Ascended Master card that I have, cards, currently is Kuan Yin. So Kuan Yin, if you would like to add to this intense reading. I don't know, was it intense? I felt like, I don't even know. I can't remember a lot. I just know I was talking a lot, but I guess that's what I do. I'm just channeling. I'm pulling up whatever is coming to mind, because messages within messages, right? Signs and synchronicities. Okay, Kuan Yin. Get in there. Beautiful human. Sometimes your fears and doubts cause you to distrust your heart. Yet your heart is my own. Rest in the place of your true heart now. There you will find my wisdom and love. Fears and doubts, let them go. Go to the recycle bin, and just drop that stuff off. It's gonna take 5 minutes, and then it's just gonna be like, now I don't have all that stuff that's rubbish taking up space. Okay, and then let's throw a couple of these cards into the mix. Patience, okay. Yes, definitely have patience with yourself. You know, we are reprogrammable. Where was I going to go with that? It's not so easy to just flick a switch, right? Sometimes it takes building momentum in that direction. So, you know, when it comes to retraining your brain to think more positively, right? You're not beating yourself up when you catch yourself not, because then that's counterproductive as well. You're adding insult to injury, right? Instead, treat yourself like your kid that just fell off the bike trying to ride for the first time. You know, it's not their fault. It's part of the process. It's part of the learning. You comfort them. You give them love. You dust them off, and, you know, you encourage them to get up and do it again. Okay. Patience. Especially towards any goal. Things take as long as they take. Witnessing. By suspending judgment, I am open to the observation of myself and others. That feels like it goes with this card up here. Serenity, bringing my attention to the quiet stillness and calmness within myself, enables me to graciously accept what is. Didn't I say something about it is what it is? It is what it is, but it also is what you make it. is what you want it to be, what you make it to be. You have the choice. In all situations, I have the power to choose from infinite possibilities. Responsibility. When I realize the strength of my words and actions, I am empowered to accept or change the roles I play. Yeah. And this is part of the letting go of old versions of self. You're accepting the responsibility. You're acknowledging that they are lesser versions of you than you are now, but that their role to getting you to where you are now was vital. Their existence was a necessary part of the process. And so therefore they should be honored. They should be cherished. They should be, given love to. Authenticity and kindness. I am true to the essence of myself, regardless of the pressures that may surround me. And kindness. As soon as I offer gentle, loving, and accepting behavior, I see the magical results that kindness creates. And this is what I was talking about. When you fall off your bike, become your own parent. And be kind and loving. And notice the magical results that start to build in strength and contribute to abundance. Right? It's what's happening behind the scenes and is about to hit you like a lightning here. Okay, well, I think that has been a long enough reading. Thanks for coming back if you're a returnee, and thanks for coming in and having a peek if you are a newbie. Yeah, this is kind of how we do it. I apply certain meanings to each card and try to stay true to that so that we can all kind of read it together when you've been here for a while. There's slight deviations depending on the arrangement, how cards come out and interact with each other, like the entourage effect. But this is something we're on together. We're on this journey, connecting with our intuition, figuring out how to balance and connect to higher selves, versions of ourselves, and be authentic and shine like a star. Okay, beautiful human? Yes. I think that's our cover picture. Snap. All right. Well, I hope you have whatever it is you're working on. Make it awesome. And what is this? There's a white cat in my yard. I don't have a white cat. Okay. Take care. Love you. Bye.